our first middle school orchestra concert of the year, our fall orchestra concert, and it's very exciting because last year we got to have so few concerts. In fact, I was talking to these 7th graders on stage, and this is, for most of them, only their 2nd ever orchestra concert, ever. And for some of them, they weren't able to come to the spring concert last year, so it's their first concert. So could we give these 7th graders a little big round of applause? They're a little more nervous than they normally would be, but they have absolutely no reason to be. They're going to play so well, and I'm so absolutely astounded at all of the tenacity and the sticking to it that we went through last year. All of these kids had a really interesting year trying to make music over Zoom, and this year it's been an absolute joy to get to see everybody's face every day. Just the best time making music. So our 7th graders are going to play 3 pieces for you. I think we're going to start with a little tango, and then a very beautiful middle piece, and then we'll finish with something a little bit scary that features our low strings. So here's our 7th grade orchestra. Okay, as we're switching groups, I mean, like, those 7th graders, they sounded so amazing. I'm so proud of them, and it was their second concert. It's so fabulous. These guys coming up on stage now are 8th graders, and they have had a little bit more experience. So they're going to play some challenging stuff for you guys today. We learned maybe like 6 or 7 songs, and they got to vote on their top 3 favorites. So these are all their favorite selections. I told them I would stall for time and maybe like tell a viola joke or something, but I can't think of any. So I'm going to say some thank yous while I'm up here waiting for everybody to get up here. I want to thank my brand new orchestra colleague. I don't know if you've heard, but we got to add a new person to our orchestra team. And some of these students have met Miss Albright either through chamber or they got to meet her a little bit last year. So it is absolutely thrilling to let you know that Miss Albright's in the district and working with us. So if you get to see her, say hello. She's doing fabulous and it's such amazing time working with her. Also, shout out to Mr. Yote, who normally would be running around backstage and doing things and leading a group, but he just gets to sit in the audience and be a dad today. So if you see Mr. Yote, tell him to take it easy. Almost ready, I think. No? What? I don't know. Parker's looking at me with big eyes. I don't know. I thought he was, his toe broke or something. Okay. So our 8th grade orchestra is going to start with something very spooky. I know we passed Halloween, but we held on to this one, so please don't get scared. We're going to play you a little ghost carnival. And then one of my all-time favorite middle school pieces, we'll play some dragon dances, and we'll finish with something very classical with a little London symphony. Here's our 8th grade orchestra. Before we play our last selection, I just wanted to say one more time, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for all of the support that you give to all of our musicians in the program. They could not do it without you. We had a little snafu with the live stream situation. I am not a live streamer, but technology I was counting on to work tonight failed a little bit. So if you had anybody who was relying on getting to see the concert through live stream, they will be up on the Cardinal TV YouTube channel, probably also my YouTube channel after the concert. And hopefully you will get to enjoy many viewings of this concert. I'm so proud of the kiddos. They're doing so amazing. I cannot wait to see you at our next concerts. Here's our final selection from our 8th grade.